Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your host, Uncle Bruce. How's it going, everybody? How you doing today? Welcome to Wednesday, March the 31st, the end of the first quarter coming up. We're going to have fun today. Going on, there's a headline here. Microsoft wins U.S. Army contract for augmented reality of some kind. So something's going on there. It's a $21.9 billion contract, good for over 10 years. They will deliver to the U.S. Army over 120,000 devices based on its HoloLens augmented reality headset. The deal, which could be worth as much as $21.8 billion over 10 years, follows a contract Microsoft received to build prototype headsets for the U.S. Army. The contract comes a year and a half after Microsoft won a cloud contract from the Pentagon that could be worth up to $10 billion. So all of a sudden, Microsoft is becoming a serious defense contractor. They certainly didn't start out that way when they first were created. Interesting how this company is pivoting. I think we're going to have a bit of a show today regarding GameStop. Maybe a showdown. Maybe that's the way I should say it. There could be a showdown today between good and evil. The rebels and the empire. We could be in for quite the display of muscle flexing coming up. I don't know how else to say it. There's the battle of the big boys and girls it could be happening today. I don't know. We're gonna watch what happens here. We have a battle here that is raging. Amazon is known for good delivery service, cheap prices, more or less, variety, and that's their shtick. And it works for Amazon, and it works for millions of customers around the world. No dispute. Chewy, however, works for pet owners perfectly. And pet owners are so loyal to this company, they won't shop anywhere else because they absolutely know how welcome they are. They also have a one-on-one rapport with the staff at Chewy, and they will, in effect, spend more money per customer, per order through Chewy than they would ever through Amazon. And that's the secret to the Chewy model. Their online e-commerce division is now generating 34% of all of their sales, and that is going to become the dominant. So the company is evolving into an e-commerce machine. GameStop will become the Chewy of the gaming world, despite anyone's doubts. You'll be completely eliminated. The doubts will be eliminated as it's already becoming evident that GameStop is quickly changing over to the e-commerce platform, and it's not going to be an Amazon e-commerce platform. It's going to be a Chewy style of version, and it's going to eat Amazon's lunch when it comes to service, dedication, knowledge, interactivity between customer and company. Gamers understand gamers, and that's the secret to GameStop. The employees of GameStop are gamers, and they are there to design the website and the e-commerce platform so that gamers feel comfortable, satisfied, and will be their curiosity will be answered, and they will be serviced, and they won't shop anywhere else. That's the likely scenario. That's the outcome. How successful does GameStop have to be? If they can capture 2% of the global market, that would equal what they have now already in the U.S. If they capture 4% of the global market, they double their penetration. They get 8% of the global market. It's quadruple. The bar is so low for GameStop, as to how much of the market they need to capture to take their company from a $5 billion sale number or an $8 billion sale number from 2 years ago to 20 to 40 to 60 billion. It's so low. They only need to be partially okay to do it. If they're exceptionally okay, if they run this, which I think they will, because Cohen is putting together the dream team to convert this company into a powerful e-commerce machine. Within 2 years, do not be surprised if their sales are exceeding 50 billion a year. Do not be surprised. Do not also be surprised if the company will start coming up with announcements down the road. We'll say stuff like, Well, we make money in different segments and different areas. We still have our retail division, which is declining and will be evolving in its own way. Then we have our e-commerce division, which has segments within itself. And one of them is, and this is the most misunderstood or underreported, not even reported part of the company. I think I've read one comment about it once, maybe 4 months ago, and it's all about the fact that the GameStop website is going to be it's going to act as a moneymaker for GameStop rather than a money drainer. Normally, your websites cost you money to operate. You have all kinds of people putting product on there, and you're constantly making adjustments, and you're constantly removing content or putting content in, product out, changeover, seasons, Easter, summer, fall, Christmas, holiday time. I mean, you're constantly adjusting, changing. You're spending all kinds of money on people and software and everything else. So GameStop will be going forward. Their inventory levels are going to keep dropping because they don't need inventory in every single store anymore. They don't have 5,600 stores. They're down to 5,000. Soon they'll be down to 3,000. Then they'll be down to 1,000. Eventually they'll have a select number of stores in select markets. But most of the stores of GameStop will be sold to other operators maybe on a licensing deal of some kind. But they will not be inventorying anything anymore. They will not be warehousing inventory for their stores anymore. They're not going to be spending a bunch of money moving inventory from store to store or merchandise from warehouse to region to stores, which means you eliminate jobs, you eliminate people whose job it is to move merchandise, you eliminate the jobs at the store location, you eliminate the handling costs, you eliminate all the rent, you bring your costs down. So your warehouses are now shipping centers. And so you're offering the top 10 hottest selling headphones, and you've just done a major promotion campaign with gamers testing them out and ranking them and rating them with videos that are on the website that gamers can go to. On and on it goes. You've got contests for people to win free headphones. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. There's so much promotion that's going to be happening here, I think, for the quarter, which is what GameStop did last quarter. GameStop did break $2 billion in sales the last quarter. That's $8 billion a year, by the way. So they've recovered their sales number from the drop of the first 3 quarters of 19 or 20. Yeah, first 3 quarters of 2020. They've come back, and they're actually ahead of the fourth quarter from the year before. And now the question is, this first quarter and the second quarter, how high will the numbers be compared to last year? I think they'll be much higher. And they're not have shut down all their stores again. And so that plus the online is showing me the future of GameStop from that perspective. Chewy is showing me the future potential of what the street thinks. It'll be interesting to see if Chewy's market cap value runs up to 50 billion. Because if that's the case, if by just turning a slight profit as an e-commerce machine and showing the promise of more profits down the road, if Chewy begins to be valued at 50 or 60 billion dollars in market cap, come back to GameStop and start factoring in the same kind of numbers, because it's online retailing over at GameStop. If GameStop is perceived to possibly be worth $60 billion in market cap down the road, you do the mathematics and you figure out pretty quickly that a $60 billion market cap, of GameStop with 70 million shares outstanding, we're talking over 800 a share for GameStop. Because Chewy, if you don't know, you probably don't know this. Chewy has 95 million Class A shares outstanding, but they also have 300 Class B shares outstanding. The total capitalization, the total number of shares outstanding on Chewy is over 400 million shares. GameStop has 70 million shares outstanding, and that's all the shares there are. So you divide the market cap of what GameStop can become into only the 70 million that exist. Don't forget, though, as you know, if you're a regular with me, there are probably 200 plus million shares of GameStop trading up there all the time. GameStop were to become a $40 billion market cap company, the shares would be zeroing in on about 500, 600 a share, actually. Yeah, $500-600 a share. Because at 198 or $200 a share, it's a $14 billion company. At $400 a share, it's a $28 billion company. And at $600 a share, it's a $52 billion company. So there's your kind of your rate. 400 to 600 is kind of where the stock could be going to, just to be worth what Chewy's worth. That's not worth more than Chewy, just be equal to Chewy. And GameStop will be a bigger company. GameStop will actually be a larger, more profitable, larger sales and more profitable company than Chewy in the long run, because the Chewy people are zeroing in on the U.S. market, pet market, where GameStop is zeroing in on the global gaming market, global. And this is where the big difference lies. And this is why, one of the reasons I think why Mr. Cohen is here. So stick around for the show, kids. I think we're gonna have some fun here. Again, thank you all of you for being here and asking these questions. I appreciate it.